Okay, we continue with the rest of the session while the students are registering again. Okay, remember that we were working with this part of the activity in this case. We were talking about the ordinals on this, okay? We said, Helly, continue, please. Helly.
A ver un momentito que voy a ver la ficha.
Okay, but here you can use it. Don't worry about it, okay? Let's do it, let's do it. Okay, are you ready? Hurry up, let's do it, my darling.
8, 8, 8,
Okay,
10,
perfect.
13,
13th, pay attention, 13th, continue.
14, 19,
Okay,
19,
19th, very good, 19th, continue.
26,
26th, okay, continue.
13,
3rd, okay.
2nd,
42nd,
42nd,
continue.
54th,
Okay,
61st,
okay,
77th,
okay,
98,
perfect.
100.
Okay, the ordinal number says 100. The ordinal number says 100. But remember that in the cardinal is 100, sorry. In the ordinal, it's 100, okay? That is the naming form that we have in this case, really. That is important to do that. Cameras, please. Cameras, everybody, okay? Cámaras abiertas todos. So in this case, we have this review that we have been making about this part of this. Something I want to focus is about the way that we say the dates, okay? It's really important. Attention, I need that you listen the information, okay? Listen.
1,
November the 13th. 2. The 22nd of August.
3,
The 5th of December.
4,
The 30th of May.
5,
January the 29th.
Okay, what is that? We have some dates. We have the dates. And you can say, you can give the dates in different ways, So, for example, here you have the first example. And obviously, what we said, what is in this example specifically given in this? Pay attention. We have the number 2. Okay, we have the number 2. And we have the number 3. Yes or no? What is that? This number 2 is the second, and this number 3 refers to May. Or the opposite. In this case, we are going to say May the 2nd. Did you see? You have the 2 different ways to do this. You have to register the number using the ordinal, the second, and a slash, the next number indicates the month. Or vice versa. We're going to use the month, and you're going to use the ordinal to specify the date of that. Using that information, okay, and the listening section that you have the audios in the worksheet, okay? We're going to use attention everybody in this case, really. So a volunteer, what is the number 1? Listen, attention, number 1.
1,
November the 13th.
Okay, what is the November the 13th, okay? Which is this? In this case, we have November the 13th. Number 2.
2,
The 22nd of August.
The 22nd of August. The 22nd of August. 22nd of August. Continue.
3,
The 5th of December.
5th of December.
4,
The 30th of May.
The 30th of May. The 30th of May.
5,
January the 29th.
Okay. January the 29th. Okay. So in this case, using that day today, okay? Using that day today, please, everybody, use the chat. Use the chat, everybody. What day is today? What day is today? Use the chat, everybody, please. Use the chat. Quickly. Quickly, quickly, use the chat. I need that you tell me the date of today. Perfect, Nayeli. Perfect. Perfect. It's okay, the number. The number is okay. I know, attention, now I need that you write the way. Please write, perfect. The number is perfect. The number, the structure of the numbers is perfect. Now, use the chat. Now, use the chat and write what is the correct form. This one or in this one. Quickly, please. Now, use the chat. I need that you write the full written form. Quickly. Quickly, quickly, let's do it. Use the chat. Okay, the 18th of May or, very good, Helly. The 18th of May, okay, perfect. Or, use the second way. Use the second way. May the 18th, very good. Okay, that's really good. Use the chat. Everybody, use the chat. Use the chat, right. Tengo más de 20 estudiantes y solo tengo a 4 participando. Okay, perfect. Use the chat. Use the chat, okay? So we have the first information in this case. It's really important that you mention on this. It's really important that you mention on this, and obviously you have the transcript of this, okay? Remember in this case, please, in this case, Bianca, start reading the first one.
November the 13th.
Very good. Continue, Rafael. Continue with the number 2. Rafael Guijarro.
The 22nd of August.
August. Continue, Cristina, number 3.
The 5th of December.
Very good. Gustavo Zúñiga, continue.
The 30th of May.
Continue. Number 5, continue, Melanie.
January the 29th.
Okay, here you have the different forms. Here you have the different forms that you are going to use at the moment that you are going to identify specifically those kind of information. It's really important that you manage, that you handle that information according to this, okay? It's really important that you handle the information using these structures to find on this, okay? You are going to use them according to the necessities that you have into this, okay? We are going to follow with the next step. Just wait a minute. We are going to follow, pay attention, wait a minute, just give me a minute, okay? Just give me a minute, please. Something wrong happened here, wait, we're having on this. Okay, now we continue with the next part. We're going to finish this section in this, and obviously we are going to practice that next part using this, okay? So right now we're going to start with the next part that is about the subject pronouns. Remember that when we are working, into this, we have the pronouns. Remember, what is this, the verb to be in this case? Remember that you are using, in this case, for he, for she, and for it, you are using, specifically you are using is. Is or the contraction S. Did you remember? Also remember that you were working with you, you, we, and also you were using they, And obviously you were using are for the verb to be or the contraction that you say are. You remember that? That was part of the activities that you were working the last course in this, okay? Those are personal pronouns. Those are personal pronouns. But when you are identifying these personal pronouns, attention, here you have I am not, you are you. Those are personal pronouns. Personal pronouns because indicates specifically. But these pronouns that are personal also are called into the subject pronouns. Repeat everybody. Subject pronouns. Open your microphones. Subject pronouns.
Subject pronouns.
I, you,
You,
he,
He,
she,
she,
it,
it,
we, they, they. Okay, those are the subject pronouns. I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Those are personal or subject pronouns. Why do they take the name? Because it specifically refers to the person that makes the action. In this case, the student. I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Specifically the person that points to the action. But also, they always begins in the beginning. Those are always in the beginning of the sentence, okay? Or at the beginning of the question. But also, we have the opposites of this in this case, and we have the object pronouns. Object pronouns. What are the objects pronoun? Me, you, him, her, it, us, and them. The same way that you have these personal pronouns, the same way that you are going to find those personal pronouns. The same way that you have this, the same way that you are going to find them. And they are referring specifically to this part of the activity that we are going to work today in this part of the class. Okay, so in this case, you are going to remember, please, something that is imperative that you remember is specifically that you are working specifically with this object pronouns and subject. Subject in the subject, the way, okay? Those are like the personal. Using this information also, we are going to focus into this. Okay, using this, we are going to focus on the next exercise. Please continue. A volunteer, please. A volunteer to read the information. Volunteers. Los voluntarios pagan doble o cobran doble sería la palabra.
We are.
Perfect.
We are.
Okay. Continue. Complete. Volunteers.
my friends are.
Yes, it's okay, but I need to know what we have to do. What is the instruction? What is the instruction?
Correct form of be. Use contracted forms.
The correct form of be. What is the correct form of be? Is, are, am. The correct form of be is, are, am. Continue, volunteers. Number one.
We are.
We're
March.
Open your microphone. Don't worry. Open your microphone. Open it. 1, 2, 3. It's okay for me. Repeat, everybody. What is the number one?
We are
We are.
24th March.
Okay, open your microphone. Open your microphone. Okay, we are in this case. Here is the contraction. We are is correct, but here we say the contractions. Contracted. Remember, is apostrophe s, are apostrophe re. Continue. Number two, volunteers.
Is he 13 or 14 years old?
Very good. It's a question. Yes, no question. Okay, continue with the number three, volunteers. Yoo-hoo!
My friends are all nice.
Very good. My friends, plural. That's the reason we say are. Continue, number four.
Is Jenny at the restaurant?
Very good. Sorry, I gave the number 5. Continue, number 5.
I am
I'm from
Okay, remember, in this way, the number 5 says I'm. I am no, I'm, because it's a contraction. I am separated. But in this case, it says because it's the contraction working. Continue, number 6, volunteers.
What is their time? It is their 3 o'clock.
What's the time? What's the time? Remember to hurry up in this case. It's in this case, really. Please correct the errors. Correct the errors in your worksheet. Correct the errors. Corrija su hoja de trabajo. Siempre haga lo mismo. Corrija, toma capturas. You can take the captures for that, okay? 1, 2, 3, okay? So that is the instruction that we have been working using this kind of information with this. Now we are going to use the object pronouns. In the beginning, we were using the subject, he, she, it. Now we say the objects to point the action over the person, okay? And we are going to identify the object pronouns. Volunteers for the number 1. Volunteers for the number 1.
This is Mary. Do you know her?
Okay, do you know?
Her.
This is Mary. You are talking about Mary. Do you know? Sorry.
Her. Do you
Her.
know her?
Her, very good. Remember, what is the object pronoun? The object pronoun refers to the person you are speaking of. Remember that the object pronouns refer to the person that you are speaking about. You are speaking about Mary, and what is the pronoun for Mary? A lady, her. Continue, volunteer for the number 2.
Me.
Okay, let's open the microphone.
That's my pen. Can I have me, please?
Can I have?
It.
Very good. Can I have it? You are referring, in the sentence, you are referring about the pen, the object. That's the reason you are referring about it. Number 3. You who volunteers for the number 3.
These are my new shoes. Do you like them?
Aha, my new shoes. The plural. That's the reason that you're using, in this case, them. You're referring to them. Continue, number 4, any other volunteer? 4. Any volunteer? Don't worry if you made a mistake, an error. Number 4. Cristina. Start, Cristina. Mrs. Cristina. Cristina Suarez. Cristina Suarez. Cristina Suarez. Rodríguez Daina. Rodríguez Daina. Rodríguez Daina. Rodríguez Daina. Voy sacando a todos, ¿ah? Cristina. Ok, Romina Santos. Romina Santos.
Mr.
Okay.
Mr. John is the school secretary.
Mrs.
Please.
Jones. Mrs. Jones is the school secretary, okay?
Secretary.
Okay.
Please give him your name and address.
Mrs. is a lady. Him or her?
Her.
Aha, very good. Number 5, Soria Nicole.
We are on holiday in Portugal. My friend Connor is with Sim.
No, we are a group. You, when you say we, you are included in the group. We. What is the object pronoun that we're going to use?
Us.
We. Very good. Very good. Us. You are included in the action That's the reason that you say us, okay? That is the information. It's really important to mention also that you have to be careful with this kind of activities, please, okay? You have to be careful and you have to read and get the analysis of what are you doing in this kind of activities to do that, okay? You have to be careful about this, okay? You have to be careful about this at the moment that you identified specifically what you are going to use on that, okay? It's really important also to identify the moment that the person is working. And that is valid about the contractions. It's valid about the verb to be that you are using on that, okay? Please correct the errors quickly. Correct the errors. Correct the errors quickly. Okay. Correct your errors, please, so you can validate the information. Okay. So this is the part that we have been following. Now we go and finish with this part of the activity. We are going to use the reading or the starter section that is about this part of this, okay? And obviously here you have some pets that we are going to follow on that. And obviously that you are going to read in this. Please, a volunteer to start reading. Hey, a volunteer, read. Okay, Bianca, let's do it. Open your microphone and do it.
Today's message board. Pets, great fun or not? Have you got pets? Do you love them or do they drive you crazy? Let us know.
Continue, continue.
In our family, we've got one pet. It's a parrot and its name is Jerry. It's my dad's. We think Jerry's about 70 years old. When he's in his cage, he's fine. But when he comes out, he bites us and takes our food. Not great. Tony.
Okay, very good. Please, here we're using the expression have you got. Have you got. Have you got is the possession. Remember, have you got is the possession of something. I have got blue eyes. She has got a really nice hair, for example. And also these possessions talks about objects in this case, really, and that we are mentioning in that of this. We continue with the next one. Volunteer for the number 2. Volunteer for the block number 2 for Gareth. Hey, volunteers. Volunteers.
Me?
Yes, please continue.
We've got 2 pets in my family. I have got a cat called Ivor and my brother's got a dog called Evan. Evan wants to be Ivor's friend, but Ivor isn't interested. They fight a lot of and I don't like it.
Pay attention to the expressions. Thank you very much, Leon. I lead is correct? Or let's lead. Okay. So in this case, we have the information about them. Again, we're using the possessions have got and the expressions to do in this case, really. Continue with the next one for the group of Monica. A volunteer, please. Volunteers, wake up. Hey, volunteers. Volunteers.
Miss,
okay, continue.
I have got a hamster called Coco. He's good, but they sleep all day and is awake at night. He's got in my bedroom and he makes loose and noise running his heel.
On his wheel. Okay, Dana was okay, Dana? Okay, so on his wheel, his cage, Howla in his cage, on his wheel is about round that he was running and running, okay? So that's okay, continue. We continue with the next one for Tracy. Tracy, any volunteer for Tracy?
I haven't got any pets, but my little sister has got rabbits. Their names are Pepper and Snowball. My mom doesn't like them very much because they eat the plants In the vegetable garden, Tracy.
Very good. Okay, so in this case, thank you, Haley, right, Haley? Thank you very much for your participation. In this case here, we have the first part of the reading that you have the opportunity to identify some kind of animals, okay? Some kind of animals into this. We are going to classify the animals. Attention, everybody. Annotate bar. Annotate bar. Attention. The ladies, girls, and boys. Girls, attention. Ladies and boys, attention. What you are going to do, boys? Attention. Attention. The girls, pets, farm animals, and insects. Boys, wild animals, and birds. Please, attention. Girls group, boys group, use the annotate bar now, quickly. Classify the animals. 1, 2, 3, start. Quickly, let's do it. Very good, Leon. Quickly, let's do it. Hurry up. We don't have any more time. Perfect. Okay. Let's do it. You can do it. Hurry up. Okay. Let's do it. Quickly, let's do it. Quickly, let's do it. Excellent. Remember, pets, domestic animals that you live in your house. Farm animals, obviously, farming from the forest side, for example. Insects, the little animals of the classification. Wild animals, those are not domestic, and birds, flying ones, okay? Quickly, let's do it. Okay. Okay, quickly, let's do it. Quickly, people, okay? So here you have the information about them. Okay, Eduardo. Let me remind that I can see. Recuerde que cada vez que usted escribe, yo puedo ver los nombres y voy anotando. Okay? Really good. Okay, you have information here in this case, really? So we have, very good. What about the insects? It's missing information. Tengo un poco de estudiantes que están con cámara apagada sin hacer nada. A usted le conviene que yo me aprenda su nombre de correcta manera, como el que más trabaja, como el que más participa. De esos que ni me acuerdo, significa que nunca están. Vamos, chicos, vamos. Go ahead. Let's do it. Okay, so we have it. We have the first part of this, attention. We have the first part of this, okay? And now we are going to work on that, okay? Estamos a menos de 10 minutos. Okay, we have, in this case, correct the errors now, attention, okay? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, we are going to correct the errors. Okay, let me clear the screen. So we have all the answers. Attention, stop working. Here you have the classification, please. Here you have the classification of the animals. Those animals that we are refreshing some words about them, okay? And here you have, correct the errors, please. Correct the errors. 1, 2, and 3, okay? Okay, those are the classification that we have. In the next part, okay, we are going to check some of the letters of the alphabet that you are having here in this case. Okay, attention to this. And obviously here you have all the letters, okay? Repeat after me. K, open your microphones. K,
K,
G,
G,
P,
P,
M,
M,
S,
S,
Y,
Y,
U.
U.
Okay, you have the audio. You have the audio in the worksheets, and you have the opportunity to revise the form of the audios to check in that. We have the next part of the grammar, and we were talking at the beginning when we say have got. In the reading, we practice about have got. Remember that have got, in this case, indicate the possessions. And you have, in this case, how to use the possessive adjectives to indicate that. You say my, your, his, her, its, our, their. Those are indicate my possessions. For I use my. For you, your. For him or he, his. For he, she, or her, we say her again. It's in general for the objects. Our to indicate the possession in general, and their to the specific group. In this case, says, I got my cell phone. He has got his mouse. She has got her tablet, to indicate the possessions of that. Okay? Using that information, obviously, you have to work in this. Vamos a parar aquí. Vamos a hacer un stop. The next class, we are going to continue to check the rest of the errors because it's the minimum that we have for the next class. That is the last part, is only this activity that we have to follow on this, okay? Puede irse despidiendo mientras doy mis últimas palabras. Usted ya sabe los procedimientos. Ya ahorita que he parado, váyase despidiendo mientras me escucha. For the next class, okay, we are going to finish this part of the diagnostic. Okay, that is a minimum. It's a less part that is missing in this case. And also we are going to prepare for the second part that is about the diagnostic form. Para la próxima clase vamos a tener unos 20 minutitos de revisión de lo último que nos falta, que es realmente colores, que son cositas muy... Lo que realmente me importaba lo dimos hoy, que es la parte pepa de lo que quería que revisen. Y la próxima clase vamos a revisar esta partecita chiquita que ya nos falta. Parece que era una inmensidad, ¿verdad? Parece que era bastantísimo lo que tenían que hacer. Y miren, en 2 horas de clase lo hemos casi trabajado todo. Y eso que ni 2 horas de clase, estamos hablando de 40 minutos. Entonces, por favor, es importantísimo. Regla número 1, no puede ingresar a clase si usted no ha revisado la información previamente. Inglés no se aprende por ósmosis. Véngase conocimiento a mí. No. ¿Cómo se aprende en inglés? Con conocimiento, activando el conocimiento previo. Usted no puede participar, no puede trabajar. Su derecho, por favor, y lo que siempre digo a mis estudiantes, su derecho es equivocarse. Mi obligación es enseñarle y corregir. ¿Sí? Pero si usted no habla, no participa, no trabaja, no se equivoca, usted me la deja limpio, me hace ganar el sueldo facilito. Yo lo dejo ahí en el limbo. Ahí lo dejo olvidado. De eso se trata. No, papá y mamá están pagando plata, no está gratis. Entonces, sáquele el jugo al docente. Miss, ¿y por qué es esto? Miss, usted me obliga a explicarle. Pero si no, yo me quedo tranquila. Ya, ahí les doy, hablo. Y por último, ya no haremos clases, solo me hago un video y se los mando. Porque sí lo he hecho, cuando ya veo que no hay participación. Entonces, aprovecheme. Tengo toda la buena voluntad de exprimir todo lo que se puede hacer. Tenga sus cámaras prendidas, por favor revisen sus micrófonos, procuren no trabajar desde el celular lo limita demasiado, entonces es importante. En cuestión a los textos, ustedes ya saben, ya está la orden para los textos. Estas 2 semanas son claves para que ustedes puedan adquirir los textos. Difícilmente es una situación súper difícil económicamente, pero la vamos a trabajar. Ya no van a tener más fichas. Las últimas fichas las van a recibir esta semana, ¿verdad? Que es para terminar el refuerzo. Y de ahí nos botamos directamente ya a la plataforma del texto. Entonces, por favor, es importantísimo que ya todos vayan a tener. Sí me comentaron ayer algunos compañeros del área de que han ido a comprar el libro, algunos son muy preocupados, dejan, muchas veces por sus hijos, y yo me incluyo, a veces dejo hasta de comer yo, porque mis hijos tengan todo y saquen provecho de la adquisición que voy a hacer, ¿verdad? Entonces, por favor, indicaron que a partir del día miércoles o jueves ya están disponibles los libros en la librería. Eso me enteré por padres de familia, que también pues yo también soy mamá, y obviamente me he enterado al respecto. Es importantísimo que a fin de mes, hasta fin de mes, todos tengan su material listo para poder empezar a trabajar en la plataforma. Y nadie se me atrase. Por favor, revisó, estamos a 3 minutos. Revise Educalink. Ya algunos han enviado la ficha. Bien por ellos. En la misma asignación de Educalink, por ahí mismo me tiene que subir el PDF. No me suba Word porque no lo abre, no lo descarga. Suba el PDF. Otra cosa, se me está olvidando. Ya saben las reglas. De entrada, good morning means su nombre y su apellido. De salida, despídase, goodbye means. Siempre hágalo en todas las sesiones, por favor. En los 3 minutos que tenemos, preguntas, por favor. Preguntas, chicos. Abran la boquita y pregúntenme todo lo que quiera preguntar. Ahorita estamos en español, no en inglés. ¿Alguna inquietud de la ficha? ¿Todo está bien? Miren que estoy grabando. Todo está bien. No se asuste, están con cara de asustados. No se asuste, así soy yo. Mi voz es grande, yo soy una mujer obesa. Mi voz es grande, así fuerte, yo no hablo bajito. ¿Ya? Yo soy una mujer bien empoderada y quiero que mis estudiantes se empoderen también, hombres y mujeres. ¿Sí? Miss, yo le envié, pero me dice que no he seleccionado ningún archivo y no me deja volver a enviar. Bianca, tú eres la que me enviaste un mail. Lo que pasa es que no puedo responder los mails. Ya está. Abre el micrófono, Bianca. No puedo, si vi tu mail, ¿verdad? Déjame anotarte. No te pude responder porque no me permite responder, no sé qué está pasando. Bianca, ¿qué es? O Ortega. ¿Tú ya enviaste y no te deja volver a enviar?
No.
¿Estás segura?
Me dice que no es, sí, yo puse el archivo PDF y me dice que no he seleccionado ningún archivo y cuando quiero volver a enviar ya no me deja.
Ya, te comento que sí estuve revisando tu caso porque me es bien raro. No te vuelvo a asignar porque me da miedo de que se me borre lo que ya han enviado los demás, Bianca. Sí, yo estoy aquí, anoté tu caso del 10º Bravo. Ten tu PDF en la mano, ¿verdad? Y con esto valga la oportunidad. Si usted no puede revisar, aparentemente la plataforma ya está trabajando y poco a poco sigue estabilizando. Hable con su tutor. Yo no aparezco en pantalla. Yo no puedo ver nada de Educalink. Y hable también con Secretaría General para que se comuniquen. Yo no tengo acceso a Educalink. Yo estoy como ustedes, ¿verdad? Entonces, por favor, la ficha por dónde se envía por la misma asignación de Educalink Mixen. Por la misma asignación de Educalink Mixen. Y algunos ya lo han enviado, ¿ya? El libro, ¿cuál es el libro que hay que comprar? Estoy leyendo los mensajes. ¿Cuál es el libro? Abran el micrófono. ¿Cuál es el libro? Lo tienen en la ficha. ¿Cuál es el libro? Ahí dicen materiales. En la ficha está. ¿Cuál es el libro? Tengo menos de 1 minuto. En la ficha está el nombre del libro y está la imagen. Yo se la puse. Bueno, chicos, ¿listos? Abran cámara. Nos vamos. Perfecto. Por Educalink todo. Bye, babies. Bye. Cuídense. Bye. Bye, bye. See you. Bye.